I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm Sienna, by the way. This is my channel, cianasingh EMBODY Pursuit. You can also find me over on Instagram. One of my Instagrams is cianasingh. The other one is EMBODY Pursuit. So I'm going to write out what I'm going to be doing in the gym with you guys. So yes, so it's really important to have a plan when you go to the gym. How many times have you gone to the gym and you're walking around like, okay, maybe I'll do something on this machine, maybe I'll get on the elliptical for a little bit, maybe I'll do some crunches over there. And then you kind of like have done, oh, there's hummingbirds, and then you kind of have done like this broken set of workouts that really just didn't do much. I mean, maybe you burned a couple calories because you're physically moving your body, but you weren't building anything, you didn't have a goal, you weren't working toward really anything. You're just like, just there, kind of lost, right? So you want to like, if you're going to take the time to even go to a gym to work out, or even if you're going to take the time to work out at all, even if it's at home or whatever, you want to have a plan. So I work out with my trainer 2 times a week, and then on the other 2 days, I do what we did during our training session. So we do so many different workouts. Well, we do like 12, relatively 12 to 14 of the same workouts every time I'm with him, but we do 9 each time. So, and then it's a variation of those 14. So today is going to be like more of a full body day. So I'm going to work on, glutes and hamstrings and quads, and I'm going to do like some shoulder presses and things like that. And then I'm going to finish it out with cardio. So even though like there's some days where, not everything's perfect, where you're just like, okay, I got to just get to the gym. I don't have the willpower or time to write out something. And because I have a structure with my fitness trainer, I can kind of do that. But most of the time I can tell, like when I write it out, I'm a lot more intentional. I'm a lot more productive, and I actually execute more, as opposed to like, okay, yeah, we usually do this, so I'm going to do this. And then like maybe I don't do it to fatigue, or maybe I'm just like not doing as heavy weights as I know I could. And then when I go into the gym with a game plan, I just am like, okay, boom, ready to go, got my headphones in, and it's just like I'm just something about checking things off a list. It just does. Humans do really well with it. We do really well with stuff like that. That's why there's a checklist for everything. A checklist at work, checklist if you're throwing a party. Okay, what do we need? Do. There's always a to-do list, a checklist, some kind of list. So do that for yourself in your personal life, and on your fitness journey. So because I'm going to be doing upper body and lower body, I'm going to do the first set of workouts is, I'm going to do a circuit. So I'm going to go by each circuit. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to do shoulder presses, shoulder press 15 times. And then I'm going to do the kettlebell swings 20 times. And then I'm going to do lunges on, and I'm just going to do it on one leg at a time. See, sometimes my phone gets like glitchy. Lunges, right? And then I'm going to do 15 on each leg. Okay, so the second one, what is this thing? This phone is glitchy. Okay, so lunges 20 times, right? So that's the first circuit I'm going to do. So I'm going to do 3 different circuits. So in that first circuit, I'm going to do that whole circuit 3 rounds. So I'm going to type at the bottom or right below that 3 rounds, right? 3 rounds, boom. So second circuit, I'm going to do like the single arm, I believe deadlifts. So single arm deadlifts. Okay. 15 times on each side. And then I'm going to do the hip thrusts, where you're just like, you take it like the bar right here and you go like that, and it like really works out the glutes. And I'm gonna do that 15 times. And then I'm gonna do squats where I go all the way down. I'm gonna put literally like all the way down. So that way it like reminds me. And when I go all the way down, I need to do 10 of those. So 3 rounds of that circuit, right? So now I'm going to the third circuit because that's how my trainer breaks it down, and I just see he's built a habit for me. So now I'm like, oh, I kind of want to implement that same game plan. Even if I switch it up a tinge, it's still like relatively the same style. So that way my body's like used to like, okay, cool. I'm going to do 3 rounds in this circuit. After each round, I'm going to take a water break. Whew, take a minute, or not really even a minute, like 30 seconds to kind of regroup. And then I go back and do the second round of that first circuit. Boom, take a water break, do the third round of that first circuit, take a water break, and then I'm done with the circuit. That's checked off. And then I move to the second one. So this one is going to be like this part of the arm. I'm still learning. Is it, what is that? Triceps, I think. So triceps, 15. And then I'm going to do another variation of lunges with the bar on my back. So bar, I'm gonna do 10 times on that because I'll have the bar on my back. And then I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do squats. Oh, and then I have my resistance band, which you guys, I'm telling you, this is such a, like, I don't go anywhere without this when it comes to my workouts. So I'm gonna do leg lifts with the resistance band. Okay. So boom, and I do that 3 rounds. Okay, so that's it, guys. Literally, now I feel intentional. I wrote it down, so I'm kind of affirming it to myself. I have something to look at, and each time I am done with my workout, I'm like, feel accomplished. So this is, I just want to wipe off a little bit my fingerprints, but this is it, guys. So there's some spelling errors. We don't care about that right now. Here, I just corrected that one. So that's what it is. Okay. So it's super simple. We're organized, we're intentional, we're ready to go. Also, I'm telling you this, I don't go anywhere without it. It literally, when you do squats, when you do leg lifts, when you're just doing like leg lifts up, or if you're on like a bench and you do leg lifts like that, this is just such a game changer. Like, it really gets a good burn in. I feel like my butt is like, has really started to like lift more than it ever, has before. And I've always kind of just had this like flat, wide butt, but I'm just trusting the process, staying consistent, and honestly just enjoying how I look at every single stage. But that's a whole nother topic. This, I literally can feel, I feel like my trainer said it one time, because I did lunges one time, and I just was really wobbly for some reason. I just was like, like, I don't know, like doing some kind of dance, and it was just weird. So he had me put the band on, and I was, went down. Of course, it was a lot more difficult. And then when I took it off, I was like a lot more strong when I did it. So it really like puts your body back into alignment. Like, you can really feel smaller muscles, like it's more centered around, like you can just hone in on actually feeling what area it's working out in your legs. So I definitely suggest this. Even this, like, he's been having me do these lately. And a lot of these I've always done, but I just wasn't really doing them right. But so like, you see people do this, so that's a really good one. But you can even have it just like this and just like try to shoot out as much as you can and up, shoot out, I'll go this way, shoot out. And then that's going to really help with like these. And from my understanding, hip dips, they're genetic. And people are like, well, this is how you get rid of your hip dips. I'm doing more research on that. We'll see how it goes. You'll see if mine start to shrink. First of all, I've never had a problem with them, to be real with you guys. So I'm not like trying to get rid of them. But I noticed that they have gotten smaller. And I think what's happening is, I don't know if the hip dip is necessarily getting smaller, or if my muscle is just starting to grow. So it's like pushing, it's like using like that circumference area like on my body, like it's pushing my skin out more to where like the muscle that I'm gaining, it's like just all over this whole area. It's like making the illusion of this like kind of go not disappear, but not be as prominent. So there's that. Get these. I always link these down below. I am telling you, I use these every single time I work out, which is like 5 times a week. You can travel with this. I know you see them all over Instagram and stuff like that, but I've been using these for years, and even before I had a trainer, and just you know, going online and like seeing what people do with these, I just taught myself, and you can do that. I think it even comes with like some instructions and things like that, but it pretty much elevates every single workout. Also, I am going to be working out fasted. I have my black coffee here. I have a little bit of MCT oil in there as well. So I do have a book coming out. It's a short, super easy read ebook. And it's just all about what I do to maintain having a, you know, kind of like keeping the inches around the waist on the smaller side. And I'm definitely on my own journey because I still want to even get rid of some like the lower belly fat here. I do like, it's like, I'm not like complaining. But I just want to see if I can do it. I just want to see if I could get this area like just tighter, just cause, right? Like we all have like little different tweaks and little goals for ourselves. So a lot of it has to do with like engaging your core. I was not doing that. I don't know what I was doing, but I would literally work out like, just like almost like pushing it out. Cause I'd be like breathe. And then I would just let it stay out. And then I later found out that a lot of people have like pelvic tilts where like it's up like this and then their body's like that. And then because like that's how we're like working out, or we're not like really, or like maybe because of all the pictures that women try to take, which I definitely have tried to, you know, try to get the angle. But a lot of people have like a pelvic tilt, and I feel like I'm someone that has that issue. And so now I try to like, instead of just being like this, I try to bring it here, and then the whole time I'm engaged, and you know, I'm like keeping this area tight. So every single workout that I do, like even when I'm doing like the single arm deadlifts, I'm learning all the terms to this, guys. I've always worked out, but I've just never cared to like get the terms down because I wasn't a trainer. But these, I'm not just like, you know what I mean, and just like just being all out of alignment. Like it's, you know, let me take this off for a second. Like literally, not like not like sucking in, but just like engaged, right? So now I can still breathe, and I, you know, just do this. Boom, you know, same leg. Instead of, right? So just keep it up. So pretty much any workout that you do, if you're doing squats, you don't want to just be like, you know what I mean? Like you want to not have such a crazy pelvic tilt, like put it in, right? Like in, like kind of lean forward for a second, and then all the way down. Not like that. I was doing that. If you weren't, you're ahead of the game. I definitely was doing workouts like that. Hello. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Definitely stay tuned for my fat loss. I'll lose inches around your waist without doing fad dieting. Okay, without doing fad dieting, without having a crazy restrictive diet. You could be a vegan. You could eat meat. It doesn't matter in this particular this ebook. Again, super simple read. You can apply it to your life, and it's more of a habit building, and also calling out some of the workouts that do nothing necessarily targets belly fat. Like you can target ab muscles under the belly fat, but nothing really targets belly fat. So I don't think people understand that. Like they'll be doing a bunch of crunches and they're building these beautiful abs under fat in the midsection. And then they're like, okay, I feel like I do all these crunches, but I just feel like it's not looking like lean like I see other people. And it's because you want to do full body HIIT cardio to shrink up the, burn the fat on your whole body. And then because you're just taking layers, like the fat's like one big organ itself. So you're just like taking a layer off, taking a layer off, taking a layer off, taking a layer off. So then by the time you like take off all these layers, then you'll see like this whole area, like everything just looks leaner and like it's more over sitting over your muscles, if that makes sense. And then it will sit over your muscles, your ab muscles, and then it looks like you're lean. So you can't just do a bunch of crunches and then expect to like, you might like, depending on like where you're at in your journey, you might actually lose if you have a lot of inches to lose, you might lose some inches. But if you're like kind of like an average size and you are doing it, you might lose maybe half an inch just because you are crunching and it might like be reshaping like your midsection. But as far as actually losing the belly fat, right? That is going to be a different thing. So I talk about that in my ebook as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, so I'm going to go get it in right now. I also have my mineral water. Guys, try not to drink dead water. Like a lot of us are out here drinking dead water, which means that there's no calcium, there's no magnesium, there's no zinc in it, there's no potassium. You want to drink water that has, obviously alkaline water and things like that is the best kind of water out there, but a lot of these, it's just the water journey is very interesting. So I still haven't like really got it down myself. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna not overwhelm myself too much with the water journey. I'm just gonna make sure I drink mineral water that's has some kind of alkaline in it. And absolutely have magnesium, potassium, sodium, all that, right? So like we need these things to like function. And sometimes like if you even pay attention to the back of the bottle, it'll just say water in the ingredients. And this doesn't say that. See how it has all these different things on the back? This is how it should look. Like this is how it should be. There should be magnesium, there should be calcium. If none of that's there and it just like you look at the ingredients section at the bottom and it's just like water or purified water and then that's it, you're pretty much drinking dead water. So I didn't really realize that. I mean, I kind of was drinking both, but I wasn't aware. So I started drinking, and this one, it says high mineral content. So this has been a good one. I do intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting, sparkling water, it has like that fizziness to it. It really helps you feel like a little bit satiated and helps you not eat during your non-eating window. So I feel really energized. I haven't even had on, like, look how much coffee's left. But look how much coffee's left. Whatever, you guys get the point. It's like all the way up to here. So, I'm just kind of sipping on that, but I'm tapping into like just the natural energy. I haven't eaten anything. And it's a part of also what helps me stay, kind of on the leaner side in the stomach area. And I want to see if I could even have these abs pop even more just for fun. But yeah, so definitely, get this kind of water, check this kind of water out if you're interested. Only black coffee with some MCT oil. And then right after I eat, I'm going to have a nice protein-based meal and feel really, ready to go for the rest of my day. So yeah, it's kind of a late day for me today, but got a lot done this morning and get my workout in. And then I'm going to finish doing some other stuff later on. So definitely please subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you guys are doing on your fitness journey. Let me know what you guys do to keep it tight, keep it right for you. I definitely love learning from others as well. And yes, so have a beautiful rest of your day. And I may go live later. I'm not sure. I'm trying to do this thing with myself to go live every day for the next 30 days. Because number one, I just love talking about this stuff. And number two, I just want to get more comfortable you know, being in front of like the lens and stuff like that, because you can kind of get like camera shy or just kind of like, oh, like, you know, kind of like lose your train of thought because you like see something in the background or, you know, whatever. So just getting like some really good practice in. But yep, have a beautiful rest of your day and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.